Welcome back to Football Manager 2024. We are excited to announce a brand new save called Diamond in the Rough. The concept of this save is to take a non-league football club and bring them from non-league to the Prem, winning as many trophies as we can along the way. I decided to pick Rushall Olympic FC, a recently promoted team from the Southern League. Rushall is a football club based in Rushall, a former mining village now forming part of the northern suburbs of Walsall. Currently playing in National League North, watch as we try our best to guide this team from non-league football up the pyramids of English football. Now let's take a look at this team and see if we bit more than we could chew. Currently, their reputation is 1 star and media prediction is finishing 24th, which means that we are going to go back down. The general manager position is vacant, but we have Nick Green as our assistant coach. It's not showing me there. And our fierce rival is Hennesford Town. This club was founded in 1893, and the club enjoyed probably their best spell in year 2000s, although now enduring an 18-year barren spell, having not won a competition since 2005. The Picks still have a history of which they can be justly proud. Rushall won the 9th tier for the only time in 2005 and were runner-up 2 times and finished runner-up for the Integro League Cup in 2012. They won English Midland Football Alliance. So let's see how bad this team is. So currently we have one guy on loan from Walsall. That's kind of exciting. He is 18 too. Irish, and he looks decent. This is going to be pretty interesting because this is the first time that I've started this low ever. Hot prospect is our goalkeeper. I like having prospects as goalkeepers, probably on a non-contract though, most likely. But this looks like the formation that they're going to start with, so we're probably going to end up having to adopt it more likely than not. So the expectations and objectives that they have for us is strive to make progress on and off the pitch. Okay, that's regular. Work within payroll budget. That's probably our specialty. Grow the club's reputation. I can't see why we wouldn't do that. And attempt to avoid relegation. So even if we end up losing, they're okay with it. And then be competitive in the Emirates FA Cup. Okay. And then a Suzu FA Trophy. So those are like the requirements that they end up having, and then our contract looks like it ends after year 1. That's odd. Work towards being an established North team, and then it's like that forever. So as long as we end up not getting relegated, it should be pretty easy. Be competitive against Hennesford if we end up playing them, and then get the better of Chasetown if we happen to play against them as well. So not too many rivalries here. So that's what the supporters want. And let's take a look at this club here that we have. Just save it in there. Yes. Currently, let's look at, we have 808 followers on social media, about to be 809 because I'm going to follow them. Supporters' influence is moderate, so we do know we need to keep them happy. There's only 100 season ticket holders, and there's 0 on the waiting list. So hardcore fans are around 13%, core is around 35%, family is around 23%, and fair weathered is 11%, corporate 0, and just casual is 18%. Not too bad. I would rather look at the squad first. And yeah, it looks like probably our best player here, we did the opposite there, it's probably the guy on loan. So the guy that we have on loan from probably across the street in Walsall is our current best player. Let's take a look at our info here. Yeah, our captain is Christian Gray. Looks alright, only a 3-star though. In his prime years as well, so he's 32. Oof. And then our assistant is 31 as well. He looks relatively old. He looks like he might want to be a coach at some point. Head of youth development after his retirement. So we will probably want to keep him as much as we can because that would be great to be able to develop this squad and keep the same players with us. Let's take a look at our history club background. We're founded in 1893, semi-pro, and yeah, we just got promoted last year via playoffs. So that's pretty cool. We play in Dales Lane and possess poor training facilities and poor youth. So it's going to be difficult to develop our youth, but that's going to be a focus of it. And we have basic youth recruitment. We're probably going to try and steal from Walsall as much as possible. The club is affectionately known as the Picks and remain a fierce rival with Hennesford Town and Chasetown as well, which is what the supporters end up wanting, and then we end up getting the gist of everything else. Our sponsor deal is just 1 year, 20K per season, so I'm sure that will be adjusted. Year built 1977 and 2,500, 250 seated, 2,112 in normal capacity, and then it's in Dales Lane. Not too bad. And is it just us that play there? Yeah, Rushall and then Rushall second. So we do have young. Do we have anyone in it? No, we have no one in our under 18, and we have Dan Cooper in our. We're just gonna move you up. So this is gonna be a very long-term save that we're gonna end up doing. But so far, this is a very, very small amount that we end up having. So this will be pretty interesting. We're gonna try and focus on young talent and bring them up. We're gonna have to obviously hire more people. Currently have a head of youth though, which is interesting. We have no recruitment. What is the finances looking like? Finances is we have 20,000 in the bank. Obviously a zero transfer budget. Payroll, we have a little bit of payroll, but not too much. We have around 200, which is around 1 or 2 players maybe. Yeah, probably 2 players if we're lucky, but like a player like Dan Cooper is probably what we're going to try and attract as much as possible. Are we paying most of his wages? We pay 0. Oh no. 350 per week, damn it. So we're paying all of that. Do we? He's our best player. Can't terminate loan either. So we are definitely stuck with this guy. Not saying that he's not good enough. He definitely looks like he's good enough. Good Veronema national. So, and then he could be a League One player as well. But if you just look at this team, it's very very old. A lot of players over 30. So unfortunately, we're probably going to have to look at developing a lot of talent as well. I think the media prediction for us is currently very low. I think we're expected to finish second last actually. I think with our appointment, because they found out that we're now coming, they bumped us up 1 to 20 to 23rd instead of 24th. So we do appreciate that. I don't think any of our players are going to be no, we're not gonna. None of our players are gonna be most likely in the season preview, anyways, for best players. But there's a lot of work to do. Currently, we have no players and no budget to do so. So it'll be very interesting. We're probably gonna be hemorrhaging money at the very beginning, and there are a ton of. Are they all? Are they all full? They're all part-time, 100K per week, and get a 20 pound appearance fee every single time. So let's take a look at where we are here. Taking a quick look at what the formation that they're setting us up for, it looks like it's going to be a 4-3-3. Route 1 is what probably the best one is for us. It's either that or direct counter, but I don't really want to play a 4-4-2. Yeah, I don't really want to play a 4-4-2. So we're going to probably just end up doing the 4-3-3. And with that, currently this is what it's suggesting us for. Let's take a look at our data planner to see if it, or a squad planner to see what it kind of suggests. Left back, we only have one guy. We only have 2 center backs too, and we have 2 right backs. So we definitely need to load up on D, that is for sure. Good thing is we do have a decent amount of mids here. So it is definitely, we are going to have at least like 2 or 3 mids for sure. at all times. And then even here, it looks like we're going to probably have to clean this up a little bit because I think Sharok or whatnot is, I don't know, he won't be able to play here either. So where's he? He's best at the center though. We'll just kind of leave that there for now. We have two attacking left mids, and then even two strikers as well. In terms of our best 11, though, yeah, it's gonna be a bit of work here for sure. I don't know why it's suggesting Mayer here. Mayer's gonna definitely slot in the middle there, possibly even attacking mid, but he's probably gonna have to play here or maybe even striker depending on it. Yeah, we might end up having to put him as like as our advanced playmaker probably if we're gonna put him in there. But that's kind of insane. Very little in terms of what we actually have here. It's a lot less than what I thought. And then so far, it doesn't look like there's too much going on in terms of transfers as well. We did quickly look at some of the guys that we're trying to bring in. We're trying to bring in some scouts as well, just to kind of get a better understanding as what we have and what we can actually do. And then, yeah, we end up trying to bring in these guys as free transfers as well as trialists and kind of see how it's going. We did try and extend or try and look at Brad Mayo as maybe our goalkeeper from Birmingham. But I think Birmingham's probably the highest level that's going to let us try and grab someone for. But I think we might end up having to pay as well. So we'll kind of look at that, and if anything, we might adjust that because I think we'd be paying 80K for that, or sorry, 80, I guess 80 pounds, not K, 80 pounds, and currently we don't really have too much to really spare because it only looks like we only have like two players that we can probably do. So the main focus is probably a top striker and definitely a center back as well. So we'll try and look at what we can get from there, and hopefully we can manage to get a little bit of depth on this team, but it's not looking too great right now. And move towards the beginning of the season, and we made a lot of changes with our squad currently. As you can see, it's pretty filled. We're just maximizing by potential here. We do have a lot of guys that are just on contract that are just by appearance fee only, so that's how we kind of managed to do it. Take a quick look at our transfers in. A lot of these players we tried to sign that were in real life on our team, but for whatever reason they did not want to play with us, so the hell with them. They're dead to us, and we will try and remember these names, and if we ever see them again, we will sign them just to leave them on our bench. No, we will do everything in our power to destroy them when we end up seeing them. So that's probably what ends up happening if we see them eventually. So as you can see, a ton of players coming in on free. And we got rid of Sam Whittle. He was just a little bit older. He was getting too much in terms of his wages. 500 per week is now what Hilton is getting. I think that was before us, though, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it wasn't. No, it might have been before us because I don't remember Sam Whittle or Jermaine Hilton, because Jermaine Hilton actually looks pretty good. And I would remember him going to Scotland though. But he's now making way more than what he would make with us, 500 per week. And I know we got rid of Tonks and Landell. They're making 275 now. And Tonks is making 275 as well. That's way more than what we'd be able to pay for them as well. And I think he's probably just on, I guess, appearance per most likely. Yeah, 275 appearance fee. That's insane. Yeah, that's not even close to what we brought in. So Mayer was already there as well. I think, yeah. So the third is definitely players that ended up coming before we came. Hansbury, we end up grabbing. Yeah, that's our keeper. So everything from the 6 is us for sure. So this is our keeper. We end up bringing him in from Netherlands. He came on a free. He used to play for Manchester United. Looks pretty good. He's 18 years old. That's he is 5'11", so that might be an issue. But his natural fitness is pretty good. His jumping reach is pretty good as well. And just the fact that he's 18 definitely helps. We ended up getting the Spanish guy. We ended up getting him in as mid, but then we ended up training him as a wing back. I think he's going to be pretty well suitable there. He'll be able to slot a little bit better. I know that's one of the areas that we needed, so we did train him. Currently, he's not there, but he does have a lot of potential, and I think he is on an appearance fee as well. So it's not really going to cost us too much unless we end up playing him, which a lot of these players are as well. It does kind of put us into a kind of a bind in terms of finances, though. We did have a couple issues that we found with work permits. I didn't realize that that was going to be a thing. And yeah, so far we're in the hole around 24,000, and yeah, not looking too great. Payroll, we are currently a little bit over than what we're supposed to be spending, but we're gonna try and adjust it throughout the season when some of our youngsters end up coming in. So currently, Mayor, I believe we're training him up as striker as well. I think he might be suitable there for us. We might even just slot him in attacking mid, depending. But I wouldn't mind having an option with him for two areas there. One of the guys that we brought in, it's actually between us and our general manager. We brought in a decent amount of players, but I think most of them are in our under 21. We did bring in Jamie Nickel as well. Doesn't look like anything kind of jumps out there, but he does have potential to lead in this league, so that is pretty good as well. Let's look based on age, because I know there's one or two. This guy's on five per week, and he looks pretty decent. Again, 5'11", young center back. He doesn't have any history in the game. He is signed originally for our backup team for our under 21, and we're gonna go based on age, because I saw there's a 16-year-old as well, Chris Jordan, who our general manager ended up signing. Looks very good. I don't even know where he came from. He just kind of appeared, but his tackling's pretty good. So we're gonna probably try and bring him in as much as possible. He could play in the division below us and could improve a lot. So he is going to come in as a sub a lot. He is, yeah, currently on £5 per week, 0.2 of our amount. But throughout the season, we will definitely be getting rid of some of these higher salaries. Probably, Hansbury is definitely going to have to stay with us. But some of these, like Alex Moore, we're trying to get rid of. We've listed him, and for whatever reason, no one wants to let us get rid of him. Our board is not focused on that. But anyone that doesn't have any opportunity to grow, even Jake Weaver, we do have a young goalie, but I'm pretty sure as soon as we get rid of him, our general manager is going to probably bring in someone to fill in that role. So we can't really afford any new players. But so far, this looks like what our squad is. So everyone seems like they're more or less familiar with their role. We will kind of cycle through this and bring everyone into our under 21 and then bring them up accordingly. If you look at our division or our development center, this is currently what our under 21 looks like. So lots of potential. Ability's not quite there yet, but anything that's 2 stars is probably going to slot there. And then we have some in our under 18, but those are mostly the guys that are going to start off for us up in the higher level and be available for training and stuff like that, but still be able to play for this. So we'll move this guy up as well. Oh no, he's already up there. And then just make him available. I think he's already available to play for us as well. So that will be huge for that. We got our coaches and staff sorted out. I also didn't realize that I accidentally clicked for everyone to sign coaches and stuff like that. So they brought in head coaches and stuff, a little bit more than we need, and we do have the best scouts, and we currently have some of the better coaches as well. I think goalie is the only thing that we're lacking, but hopefully, oh, it's ninth in the league's not bad. 18th for handling, and then 12th for distribution. So it's not too bad. We are leading the way in everything else, and pretty close in terms of management as well. So that will make it so that our team is currently. What are we projected to do? Season preview at the beginning, we're at the bottom. We're still 150 to 1, but that shouldn't matter. Let's see if anyone's. We have Mayor in the top, and I don't think we're going to see anyone else. Oh, we have our goalie as well. Oh no, our captain, I believe. Our captain is also in the top of the league there as well. So I think we have the start of the season to start, and we will play the first game and see how well we fare. So for the first game in our franchise history in National League North, we have Hansbury in net, Hudson, Brown, Cushienza, Green as our back. We have Rowe, Mayer, and Mantum as our mid, and then Gosling and Makuna as our attacking mids, and then we have Waldron up top. And then I think we're going to take Weaver off here. Probably put on Evans here. We'll put on a striker. Yeah, we'll put in a striker just in case we need it. We are expected to lose this game. So we just have to put in a decent effort and hopefully come away with some kind of respect after this. But we'll be able to see firsthand whether or not this team is suitable for this league, or it's going to be a little bit of a rocky start once everyone kind of gets familiar. And once I get familiar with this team, we did okay in the preseason, but not. I think we end up dropping some games that we probably shouldn't have. Oh no, I have to update this as well. Did not. Oh no, it's good. Actually, no, it's not. There. That's too fast. There we go. That should be good. It's gonna be super fast again. So it looks like we're up front real quick with the first opportunity. Mantum almost putting one on net. Not too bad. At least we're tied for 13th, 10 minutes in, and we haven't conceded anything this quick, except for their first opportunity rocks the side of the net. So thank God for that. As long as they don't score super quick, we should be pretty decent in terms of our chances here. We did decide to pick a 4-3-3, even though originally it ended up telling us to. Like the best was with like 2 defensive mids and left back and three defenders. So it is interesting that this is kind of one of the ones that they recommended, even though at the very beginning they showed us to play a completely different formation. And Hansbury showing that he was the right choice for us as goalkeeper. Blythe looked like they're down against Warrington Town. Blythe was the other one that I was considering to play, so it's going to be very interesting when we end up playing against them, because I decided to pick this team instead. And unfortunately, the passes aren't. We're getting caught on the counter here. 25 minutes in, and we managed to get the ball back, so that's very good. And then maybe we might end up having to change formation depending on how well we do here, because Mayer might be better slotted up a little bit higher in terms of an attacking role. Because if he scores here, oh my god, almost getting the first goal for us, but it ends up hitting off the crossbar. So far, nothing has really happened too much other than minor excitements there. Them just giving us the ball back is a good start here. But so far, I mean, nothing really standing out, but 30 minutes in and not conceding is a huge win for us. It'll be interesting to see how well we do with I guess like less substitutes and everything than the higher leagues. I think we only get 3 as opposed to 5, and the bench is a little bit smaller as well. As long as our goalies don't get hurt, which I think has been fixed since the beta. We should be good without putting a goaltender in as our subs. I find it's always usually it's a wasted space, and I mean the likelihood of goalies getting hurt is not as likely as players that get into more of a physical contact with other players. And Mayer now. Mayer looking very good. He is the positive of everything, but like I said, we might want to put him more of an attacking role because I don't know how good our strikers are. I think that's an area that we might have to fix. But so far, 4 shots, none on target. So like I said, our XG is higher, but we don't have any shots on target. They at least have 2 of their shots on target. But still currently in 5th is better than what we expected. 2 minutes. I really hate when there's a highlight just before the half because I feel as though we're more likely to concede there. For whatever reason, it's just happened several times with us. And it looks like they're definitely going to get an opportunity here. And can we stop them? And oh my god, he tips it, but it looked like it was going to be missing anyways. Hopefully that's the gist of the highlights here. And we don't end up conceding super early. And Rowe, unless it's a highlight for us, doing well to keep it. And then Rowe gets it back as well. So far, 0-0 at half. Leading in XG at least, but shots on target is nothing. Alright, well we're proud of the efforts obviously. And now it looks like we are... Oh, they made both their substitutions, so we're going to try and hold off as long as possible. Looks like most of the people are healthy, so maybe it's going to be just an endurance battle here. I mean, 2 of their 3 subs were done at half. So that could be good for us. Unless they score here, which they do. Is that an own goal? That looks like an own goal more than a finish there. And we concede very early on, first minute in. It's kind of unfortunate how that happened like that. Missed tackle there. And then yeah, that's definitely an own goal. I don't know why we should be giving them credit for it. Unlucky. Very unlucky. But hopefully they get tired. Manuka not being able to get his head to that. Might want to make a sub probably at the 60th minute. Unless we concede here. And we don't, thank God. But it doesn't look like anyone's really that tired. It's just more so looking in terms of rating or just changing. I imagine we're playing our best 11 anyway, so it's gonna be a bit difficult to capitalize on this. But probably striker is gonna be one of them, or Manuka there, Makuna, sorry. And almost conceding 2 here. Green doing well to get it. But I feel as though we still haven't got a shot on target. Which obviously we can't win if we don't do that. Makuna's not looking too hot, I would say. And there's their last substitution. But everyone on our team looks relatively healthy. So we might want to up the pace here. 13 to... Oh, geez. That's a bit rough. So, let's see how... Higgins is pretty good in terms of everything. Let's put Higgins in terms of striker, or is Evans better? I mean, Evans could be decent. Let's put in Evans here. Put Evans instead of Waldron, and then we will take off Makuna, but we will put him as a inside forward. And maybe we'll make our last sub here. Maybe a defender, or Chris Jordan, maybe. Yeah, we'll put in Chris Jordan, because even if we lose, no, we won't take you out. Maybe Callum Rowe here. Callum Rowe we'll try and move somewhere else. Let's put him on the wing. Callum Rowe can play. Oh, okay, he can play left back as well. You know what? Let's put him there. Have him as an inverted wing back, and we'll take him in for Jordan. So Jordan gets an opportunity here, and let's just hope for the best here. We are more so a defending team, as we could see that the tactics end up suggesting that we defend more. But we kind of want to see how Jordan does as well. We didn't really play any preseason games. Evans almost getting it. Higgins, oh, he was going to prove us right there. And we just sky it there. I'm kind of reluctant at, let's encourage actually. Through ball there. Almost getting through. Hanbury doing pretty well there. Offside call. Now our players are starting to get tired, but we might want to up the pace here just a little bit. Maybe not right now. But 1-0 still isn't the worst defeat, especially against a team that's pretty much expected to be promoted. Alright, we'll do positive here. And you know what, floating cross, sure. If we can get a tie here, that would be phenomenal. We do drop down to 20th, which is rather surprising. Granted, we are projected to finish 23rd or 24th. Not the greatest. Let's someone finish it. Oh my god, Rowe almost being the hero there. Rowe was the guy that we put to left back there. Hopefully this isn't the last highlight that we have. And it looks like a foul. Oh my god. That was a pretty blatant foul by Jordan. Our youngster there. Now we just need to get possession now and get a shot on target. And Green winning the battle there. Higgins, come on. Almost. That's probably our first shot there. Yeah, third shot. So we are putting the pressure onto them. Let's 1-0 doesn't do us too well, so let's go very attacking in the last couple minutes. Let's demand more and see if we can come away with something here. It's looks like it's going to be the last play of the game. Higgins not able to get it down, and its whistle blows, and we lose our opening game. Not our home opener, but our first game. 1-0 against Boston. We started to tell a different story towards the end, and we are proud of our new team here. Puts us into 20th spot, but still a chance at least we get the hard one out of the way there. As you can see, Boston is projected to finish near the top. So we managed to play very admirably against a top 5 squad, so we couldn't be happier. We will play a couple games after. We'll probably come back for we'll come back for the Blythe game and maybe the Scarborough Athletic and see how well we fare for that. And hopefully we can manage to right some of the wrongs that we end up doing in this game and at least get better in terms of shooting. We might have to look at getting a competent striker and or put Mayer up top there as well. So thank everyone for watching, and until next time.